JD Emperor checking in once again with another video. This is going to be a channel message with some free game. Um, Off rip. Have you ever been in a situation and it didn't go as planned, or you didn't um, get the exact result or outcome that you wanted, even though you had the opportunity to make it happen or be successful? Well, it just goes with just being more authentically yourself, especially within this season. Being authentic. Well, everything that you want is already on a certain frequency, the frequency of your future self, your higher self. So it's all about aligning your 3D with the spiritual realm. And you know the spiritual realm and the 3D are on two different timings, aka God's timing, aka divine timing. I did write a couple of notes here as well because I got the intuitive messages earlier. That was off the dome, but this is what I actually wrote down. And you can look up the angel numbers 3344 if you want further information on what I'm about to say. Talk slow, think before you speak, and only say what you need to say. This goes with people in the 3D, but this also goes with when dealing with God. Uh, Words are spells, so God already knows that, but He communicates in the way that you do, but He also communicates on higher frequencies with certain words and stuff. So keep this in mind when talking to people and also God. Remain humble under God. The reason why I came up with that off the rip, that didn't come straight from God, but I came up with that off rip because you got in this day and times you got to be real careful with the whole be humble. Sometimes people will try to use that as a uh, way to put you down under them. That's why I said be humble under God specifically, meaning God is graceful, God is loving. As long as you accept Him, He will accept you fully. He knows who accepts Him fully. God's children, honestly, watching the video, but remain humble under God because you must remain humble, but you always put God first, and in return, He will put you first. Is essentially what I'm saying. The remain humble under God doesn't specifically have to do with other people. That's why I said under God. When confused on what to do, like when you're conflicted, go out and strive to be the best you can be instead of hoping or praying for luck. I already touched on this a few videos ago. And it also brings up another specific topic that I want to touch on too. With you being a child of God and you being spiritual, you understand that there's God and there is universe. But they're not the same exact thing, but they do work together and do the same mission. We are in this universe, but God is a certain entity. I had somebody in the comments say one time, I didn't respond to it, but if you want to know the response, he said, "You never named your God." See, that's what I'm saying. I'm spiritual. I don't name my God. It's just God to me, or whatever word you prefer to use. I know that's not the real term, but that's why I even said at the beginning, talk slow before you speak. Only say what you need to say. You get what I'm saying? Like, why does it matter what I name my God? But when you're confused, go out and be the best you can be instead of happily praying for luck, or instead of hoping or praying for luck. I say happy. So this is just saying that realizing the power of God and universe when you're working with universe and God, and you're in tune with yourself, you're following your intuition. God is an active God, meaning there's people out there already prayed like me. I'm prayed up. I'm heavily protected. There's people more advanced than me, and it's not about who's more advanced. People have their own journey, but it's just saying God is an active God, so you have to meet Him halfway, or you could meet universe halfway. But you have to be actively seeking God, seeking truth, trying to be the best you in the world, not just sitting at home, uh, playing with your thumbs or just praying all day. Praying is something you do. You make time for that, but there's active duty in the real world, and you have to go out into the world and then present yourself with your best foot forward, meaning be the best you can be instead of hoping or praying for luck. Meet universe halfway. God knows when you have stepping. You lack compassion and conviction, belief. Now, this is not me putting conviction on anybody. When I wrote that down, that was more of a mindset of whenever it was more on the mindset of helping people manifest, and specifically myself. Whenever I go through something and I look back and I've experienced it, sometimes I'll get these downloads to say some of the things that I went through, and that's what came up. God knows when you have stepping. So it's just like going to the gym and not sweating. People be like, "Did you even work out? I don't even see you sweating." Or there's an old term they say, "If you ain't choking, you ain't smoking." It's just one of those things where it's saying like, um, when you are saying what you say, like let's just say if you're reading affirmations, are you putting passions behind Are you putting real feelings and emotions? Are you turned up? Are you feeling it through your full body, mind, body, and soul? Sometimes you may have to yell that shit at the top of your lungs with real passion. Like, it's just about putting the real emotions into a real feelings, like really bringing that solidified feeling of I'm not half stepping. I'm in the gym. I'm working. I'm sweating. If I'm smoking, I'm choking. You get what I'm saying? I'm really doing it for real. So, and when I said God knows, universe knows, you know as well, and that may be some tips on how to help y'all manifest or even just improve your relationship with God. But again, angel numbers 3344. Look that up if you need further information. That's all I got for y'all on this one. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace.